All right, y'all. What's up? I'm back with a little video. All right, so I've been busy coding tools, right? So I made a time wheel that you see in the top right here, and it just tells me like, hey, these candles flip, at this time. So like at for example, at noon today, in an hour and 56 minutes, I got four candles that flip at 10:07. But pretty much in this video, I'm gonna talk about the clock I made. So pretty much I made a clock, right? But I advanced it and I upgraded this clock, right? So the last clock, you had to convert the days into minutes, right? And on some time frames it didn't work. So what did I do? I bought the pro plan for Claude AI, and I pretty much just upgraded the code. So now this is the time frame clock, or the TFC Pro, as I call it, because number one, it does everything after the last clock, but it shows you the type of candlestick on that time frame. So, for example, the best way to use this clock, right? Whatever time frame you trade on, that is the time frame you want to start this clock at, right? So, for example, you're not going to use this clock on a daily time frame if you're day trading. Why? Because it does this too on the daily time frame, and I think it does it too on the weekly time frame as well. It'll like do this glitch. But anyways, for example, you're pretty much going to use this clock on the lower time frames, right? So for example, if you're day trading, right? If your time frames are the 1 minute, the 5 minute, the 15 minute, and the daily time frame, right? You will have on those five time frames, and you will only, you know, if you look for entries on the 5 minute time frame, right? You're gonna have the 5 minute on the first lot, the 15, 30 daily, whatever. But pretty much what I'm trying to say is don't use this clock on a daily time frame. Use this clock on the lower time frames, right? On the 8, 12 hour, 8 hour, 4 hour. Because on the daily time frame, weekly and monthly, it does this glitch, right? It won't show you, you know, the the right times. And so I'm gonna go over the settings real quick. But as you can see, like it'll flash too. I think in 4 hour too, but usually yeah, because see on a four hour it shows you, but like on low time frames, it's like a glitch. Like I'm not really gonna fix it because like I said, when I'm trading, I'm either on a 1 hour or the 30 minutes. So pretty much whatever time frame you trade on, that's pretty much what the time frame you want to look at the clock at, right? Or like I said, it's better to use on the lower time frames because it'll show you those higher time frames uh flips, if that makes sense. But pretty much if I go to the settings, right, you can move it anywhere. So top, bottom, horizontal, left, center, right. The font you can make tiny. Like this is tiny to the bot. This is small if it'll update. Yeah, but pretty much just keep it on T on tiny, and the cell width and the height you can change if you want. So this right here, if you want to make your sticks tall, you can, or if you have this off, it'll shrink the table. But pretty much, and then too, so I tried to pull the exact uh sticks from Trading View on the table, but for some reason it wouldn't do it. And I tried to do it like 10 times and it just wouldn't do it. So the bot made hashtags, right? And true, so it's a candlestick, right? If you see that, if you can't tell that this is a candlestick, then like I tried, bro. Like that's all I'm gonna say. I tried my best. But pretty much You can also change this too, right? You don't have to use the pound. You can use like I don't you can use like any symbol, right? And same with the wick lift and the bar fill, right? If I want to use a different emoji for the bar fill, I can. It just doesn't have to be the square. So, like I said, and there's a lot you can do. You can show the row of the countdown. You can show the direction, the candle row, open, close, volume. Like I said, it is same tool as the time frame clock I made in the past. It's just more stuff you can do, and it actually shows you the type of candlestick on that chart. So, for example, if these are all green, the odds of me, setting up for a long, increases. Especially if you do your chart TA before the market opens, and if you have a plan, right, all you have to do is just wait for the flips, and it highlights too as well, like, hey, you only have like 10 seconds or something, it'll highlight too. And like I said, you can change the colors of everything. And the previous volume color you can change, which is right here as P, right? And the V is the current volume, and a flash 1 second. So I like this too because this right here you can change. So I like to have it on for a minute. But if you're one of those, if you don't want to have it on for a minute, right, you can change it to like 5 seconds, like 10 seconds. Like it's up to you. Like like I said, it's so much you can do. And the time frames, right? In the older one, you like how to like convert the hours to minutes. This one, right, it pulls the time directly from trading view, right? So every time it's on the time frame for trading view, it's gonna be on the table. So it's going to match, and to prove it to you, if I go to the 30-minute time frame, and it might be a little bit delayed to the trading view time, but like 1 or 2 seconds, but it pretty much see 1945, 1943, like it matches, right? It matches. And this will help you too. So for example, you see how the 4 hour and the 2 hour time frame align, and the 12-hour time frame also align as well. So these three time frames close in the next hour and 49 minutes. Now, how can I be sure this is right? So if this is a 2 hour, this is a 4 hour, I'm gonna go to 2 hour, look to the right, hour 49, right? It's gonna take a minute to load, right? If I go to the 4 hour, hour 49, right? You see how the rest goes there. So like I said, your best bet is if you want to see like all of the other time frames, is to go down to the 2 hour and lower, because the higher you go, it only shows you from the 4 hour and beyond, if that makes sense. So if I go to the 12-hour time frame, hour 48. So yeah, it's right in the daily time frame. 13:48. Let's see. 13:48. So you see, and it tells you the open price, the close price, volume, and how long you have until it closes. So yeah, so like I said, this is a to me, it's a better version of the tool. And like I said, you don't have to have on all these bars. I just have, well, these slots. You don't have to have them all on because, like I said, just focus on a time frame that you use for the day. I know people who only trade using the 1 minute and the 5 minute and the 1, 5, 15, 30 minute. If you're that type of trader, then just use that. Right, just use those time frames. So whatever time, and like I said, whatever time frames you trade and use, add those. You don't have to add all 12 slots, right? You don't have to make it messy. You can make it, you just want to look, if you just want to add two time frames, you can. If you just want to add three time frames, you can. So for example, if you trade on the 1 minute time frame and you just want to stay on the 1 minute time frame, right? You can add in the 5 minute and the 30 minute time frame. So that way you see that candle and you be like, okay, when this candle closes, where is the closing price going to be? And you can mark that on your chart. You can mark the open and close of the higher time frames on your chart. But yeah, but this right here, like I said, I love this tool, and there's so much you can do. And if you look, I think I put it. What's the upgrade? How do I go to my whatever? If you go to my page, I think it's home, and I will post the link in the chat if I can find it because I have it on my Twitter. But if you go to my page, where's it at? Oh my, I know if you go to my page on TradingView and if you click on my scripts, you can find it. I just have to get to that page again. But I know it's somewhere in the menu. Not here. I'm gonna just click on my name. Yeah, scripts right here. And it's the clock. Like I said, I already made the tool. I just did a fat update to the code. Because before it was like this. It just showed you, the up, down, right? 15, but like this, like it shows you like the actual candlesticks, the volume, the previous volume, the live volume, open, high, low, and close, open, close. How much time do you have left? The flash, like it does a lot more. So yeah, that's it. Like I don't have anything else to say. Just go try out the tool yourself. That's all I can really say. And then it shows you down here what to do. Like here's the update right here, right here. It shows you. So before it's like this, blah blah blah. But the update, the last script made higher time frame match with training view. The script fix that. You can add any time from the candle time will be accurate in the box. So yeah. So it Yeah, just use it, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, use it if you want to. If you don't want to use it, that's cool. Like, I don't really care. I made this tool for me, but also too, like, I'm not gonna be stingy with this tool, because it's pretty cool. Like, it shows you a different way to think on how you trade if that makes sense. Because you're not just gonna jump into any random candle. It's gonna help you make sure that okay, these three time frames align, these three time frames flip, in 30 minutes or in 5 minutes, the 15-30 hour daily, the 15-30 hour and 4 hour will all flip at the same time. So if they all flip out at the same time, when these time frame closes and open at the same time, I know that I can enter because since four time frames flip at the same time, the odds of a move happening increases versus if only one time frame flips, right? So you see how I'm trying to stack the dominoes. It's gonna take you a minute, but I'm telling you, once you actually look at the market from a different perspective, you're gonna be like, oh wow, like this is crazy. But that's it for me. Like I said, just search up time frame clock and you see my name, WD, and right here. You see it, bro. All right, I'll see you on the next video.